Grambling State women's basketball team played against a very small school. The school is called the College of Biblical Studies, and they proceeded to destroy the school. Absolutely just demolished this school. So this was the largest win in NCAA history for women's basketball. Again, this is not a typo. They won 159-18. And a lot of people on social media, they just highlight the score and they're like, wow, that's crazy. That's, that's so embarrassing. All this stuff. But I feel like a lot of people know. Yes, Bree Wayne, Sedona Prince does play for TCU. Yep. A lot of people are talking about this game, but they're not talking about this actual school, the College of Biblical Studies, because I think the way that I think once you learn about this school and the way that they play basketball, you will understand kind of why they lost the way they lost. So, Grambling, I mean, I don't know how much I need to say about Grambling. Hopefully, y'all are aware of Grambling. So, Grambling, if you don't know, they're a HBCU school. They're in the SWAC. That means the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and they're a pretty decent team. Not the best team in the world, but they're pretty decent. They are first in the SWAC, and they are 6-5 on the season. So yeah, they've been doing pretty well. I would say their most notable game so far this year has been a game against Minnesota. They lost 96-64, but overall, Grambling is pretty good. Grambling is pretty good. And again, or actually, I would say Bethune-Cookman is probably number one in the SWAC. But Bethune-Cookman and Grambling are towards the top of the SWAC. They're very good teams. So it's not like Grambling is a scrub team. So you look at that 141 point victory and you're like, wow, Grambling just destroyed this school, which they did. But here's a thing to note is that also I should say before we go on to really talk about the school that they played against, the previous record for points was in 2018 when Savannah State beat Wesleyan, which is Wesleyan, Georgia. They beat them 155-26. So that was the last time that a team beat another team by that high of a margin. So last time this happened was in 2018. So I do want to talk a little bit about the ambassadors because that this is what they call the College of Biblical Studies. So I wanted to show you all their website and read what's on it because I think that really shows what this team is all about. So this is the College of Biblical Studies website. This is their sports website. And so they call themselves the ambassadors. All right. And remember, this is a biblical studies school, right? And so it says, no area in life is without trials and defeat, sports included. We at CBS Houston believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ is the solution to mending defeated souls. The College of Biblical Studies Houston is seeking godly men and women who are committed to transforming their lives not only through biblical education, but through a bond that only sports can create. Now, this is not a school that is necessarily out recruiting people. This is a school that has a sports team. Yes, only for basketball. By the way, they only have a women's basketball team, and a men's basketball team. That's it. They don't have any other sports. Um, and they're not looking to necessarily compete. They're looking for activity for their students to play in. Like they even have a questionnaire or their website, a recruiting questionnaire. Like this is something that I have never seen the school have. I've never seen a school have this on their website, on their sports website, a recruiting portal for players to go to join the team. You know, and again, this is a school that is 100% all freshmen. All freshmen. Look at the roster. All freshmen. So it's not like this is the most robust team in the world. So I just wanted to make sure to make that known because a lot of people have talked about this game, but after talking about it, we still have no idea who this College of Biblical Studies team was. So I did want to just talk about that because I think what this school does is they want to use the sports team as an opportunity to just get some exercise for their students and have some sort of extracurricular activity. But I also believe that it's a way for them to be exactly what they call themselves, ambassadors. I believe as they're going to different schools, it is sure their mission to play the best that they possibly can on the court, but I also believe that a huge part of their mission of being a team is to is to basically be ambassadors for Christ, and so I think yes, huge deal by Grambling. Shout out to them. But look at who they're playing, So I'm just saying, seems like a great school. I mean, I don't know anything about them besides the name of it, but yeah, they're a team that no one knows about, no one's probably ever heard about before this game, and it's not the biggest deal in the world, though it does seem very very lopsided, that win. But yeah, again, look at their website. Like this is not the most robust basketball team in the world. So yeah. And then it's a lot to coach a team that is probably not going to win any games. So shout out to Coach Patricia Lucky. I know losing to a team that bad, is definitely not something that you want to do. So shout out to Coach Patricia. Shout out to the players. It's a tough loss, and regardless of your skill level, that's it's pretty embarrassing. So shout out to them. I hope they keep their heads up. Shout out to Grambling for a good game. I haven't actually not seen video of the game. I've seen photos taken at the game, but I have not seen any video. So if anybody has any video of this game, let me know, because I really want to see if Grambling ever cut it off. If they ever said, okay, that's it, we lost. We're not gonna or if Grambling said, oh, that's it, we won the game. Like we're not gonna play y'all hard no more. We're not gonna do anything. Or if they were trying to run up the score. Like I don't know, because I can't find any video of it. But here's the article that ESPN wrote about it. They said that they had a 34-4 lead, y'all. 34-4 lead, and the other team didn't score till 2:14 in the first quarter. So also the College of Biblical Studies, they had 57 turnovers. They shot 18%. And overall, that's kind of bad. They also play in the Division II National Christian College Athletic Association. So they're not playing these top teams all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of insight on this other team. Just so y'all were aware of the team that Grambling destroyed. But yeah, shout out to all those folks involved, because again, it doesn't feel good to be on a team that got destroyed like this. And these women who play on this team, they're doing an awesome thing. They're studying the Bible, which in my opinion is great. They just got beat. And again, this is a Division II team that played against a Division I school. There's a huge difference between Division II and Division I. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Kyra says, I hope Grambling at least had in the way the way backups hit it. Let's hope so. Yeah. Cause that's that's a huge margin. That's a huge margin. Honestly says, man, listen, I went to a HBCU and Bible college. Nah, my Bible college is trying to win in Jesus' name. But salute to them for losing grace. Yeah, yeah. Salute. This is not me trying to bash this school at all. Like, shout out to them for being willing to play and doing their best. And I'm sure they lost gracefully. Like I don't have video of it, but like, yeah. Oh no, she is Bree Wayne says Aubrey Griffin injured her knee during the game today. Wow. Again, this is UConn just has injury after injury. Wow. Written 12 says Grambling's AD needs to do some self-reflection. Yeah. Well, it depends on how exactly this game came about. Like if they had their scrubs in the whole time, or their starters were in and they were just like using it as like a practice of sorts where they weren't really going as hard. Like it depends. If that was the case, then okay, well maybe I wouldn't put too much on Grambling, but it depends. All right, guys. My nose is getting way too stuffy for me to continue doing the stream, so I'm gonna call it quits.